Now, another thing that you did, and then a lot of people know, are your Christmas songs, and they know your Christmas songs, but probably a lot of people don't know about the Red product that is where you're helping. Could you try to explain what it's all about the Red?
Yeah. So they call it the Red campaign, and every year on December 1st, which is World AIDS Day, we release a Christmas song, and it's just been great because iTunes gets involved, and they don't take any cut of the money, and all the money goes straight to the Red campaign, which helps people in Africa with AIDS. And that's just it's been great to be a part of it and be able to give back a little bit. Music has given us so much. It's nice to be able to use that and help people, and so it's also really fun for us to do every year.
Yeah. Now, a really sad news that caught by surprise to a lot of us was the loss of Tommy Mark. How hard was for you to try to move on after this tragedy?
He was hard. It's just really sad, and it was total kind of took everybody, caught us all off guard, and it's I don't know. It's still just kind of shocking.
Now, talking about your solo career, what's your plans about it? Do you have plans to release another album?
I would assume that it would happen eventually, but I'm not thinking about it right now. I gotta finish. We still have to finish this album.
But what could be the biggest lesson that Flamingos gives you?
I don't know. I don't know exactly what I learned from doing Flamingo. I loved it. I think I learned that whether or not I'm in the Killers, I feel like I belong on the stage doing something.
Now, a great character that has been in your career at some points is Tim Burton. The Bones video, you just did a song for the Dark Shadows movie. How's your experience in your relationship with Tim Burton?
It's great. He's an intimidating person, when you're thinking about meeting him, for the first time. But once we met him, all that stuff just crumbled away. He's very personable and very down to earth and sweet, and it's just been it's what an honor it was for him to do a music video for us, and then to think of us for these things, we give the song for Dark Shadows, and it's just one of the perks, I guess, of this whole experience. And now we see him sometimes in London, and he's like the coolest guy.
And at some point, would you like to do a score for a movie?
Maybe. It's not on the agenda right now.
No, I guess so.
but I wouldn't say never.
Yeah, that would be interesting, right?
Yeah.
Now, talking about the pleasure that you have that probably not many people in the world have, that it's knowing the whole world. How do you feel about it? I mean, probably for you it's just natural, it's your day after day, but for everyone else it's like you travel around the world, and most of the people could not do.
Yeah, it's still something that I don't. It's happened so fast, and it's just been a whirlwind. It's almost like I'm just kind of caught in the middle of it still. I can't get my head around it. I had never left the United States until we got a record deal in England. So we went to England and we had to get passports. I had never flown on an airplane until we needed to go record, in California. They asked us to go to, we had an opportunity to go to Berkeley and record demos, which ended up being Hot Fuss. And that was the first time, we really ever flown on an airplane. So it was, it's all new to us. We're trying to get used to it. But I don't know, it's exciting, sing to myself, come fly with me from Sinatra sometimes when we're taking off to calm the nerves.
Now, obviously we're a video channel, so I would like to ask you about some videos, and you tell me what you remember about making it. Start with all the things that I've done.
Yeah, that was another one of those pinch yourself moments, because this guy's name was attached to so much stuff that I grew up loving, and whether it was a U2
Depeche Mode.
a Depeche Mode video or a U2 album sleeve or whatever it was. I mean, he was the coolest, and so he's also turned out to be a sweetheart, nice guy. And it was funny, I remember we got the video treatment, and the first thing it said is, I think I'm imagining a black and white video, and I just burst out laughing because almost everything he does is black and white. And so I was kind of sold right away. Yeah. But we would have done whatever you wanted to do, and we basically did. Yeah.
Cool. And the other one is Spaceman.
Spaceman is done in Boulder City. It's about 20 minutes south of southeast of where I was born, and we just. Ray Tintori, he had just kind of got on the scene doing some MGMT videos and things, and we again, it was such a fun song that we wanted somebody like him, and we're just kind of let them have their vision, and we went along with it, and it's kind of a crazy video.
Yeah, I know. And now, how much changed the way of you play a song when you are doing a rehearsal, when you just start playing with the whole crowd?
It's different, it's we're feeding off of the crowd. So we rehearse the songs, and you hope that the crowd is going to react. But once they do, then it takes on a new life and we get new energy.
Now the last question. Anything you want to say to all your fans in Latin America? I know that everybody got to
I don't know. We love you, and we're coming eventually. It's going to happen. 2013. And look out.